Hello Nation, I'm Derek, and welcome to the channel. Here, you'll find everything you need to know about the Lions. The Detroit Lions have been making waves in the NFL, showcasing their grit and determination as they chase postseason success. From a dominant 24-6 win against the Indianapolis Colts to strategic moves in the offseason, Detroit is proving to be one of the league's most intriguing franchises. Below, we explore the team's key highlights, draft strategies, and potential roster changes to keep the Lions competitive. Let's check out great details. But first, guys, I have a small request. If you find our content valuable, please consider giving us a like. It's a small gesture that really helps support us. Thanks for being awesome. The Lions' trip to Indianapolis ended in a decisive 24-6 win, solidifying their position as a serious contender. While the scoreboard wasn't overly lopsided, the Lions controlled the game from the second quarter onward. Their reliance on a strong running game and disciplined play gave them the edge. Winners from the Colts game, Jahmyr Gibbs continues to dazzle in his sophomore season. Taking over as the lead back after David Montgomery's injury, Gibbs racked up 21 carries for 90 yards and 2 touchdowns, adding 3 receptions for 9 yards. His efforts extended the Lions' NFL record of 25 consecutive games with a rushing touchdown. Gibbs joins the elite company of Barry Sanders and Billy Sims as Lions running backs to surpass 1,000 scrimmage yards and 10 touchdowns in their first 2 seasons. Za'Darius Smith, despite not recording a sack, was instrumental in applying pressure on Colts quarterback Anthony Richardson. His bull rush of Colts guard Quentin Nelson disrupted the offense and highlighted Detroit's ability to capitalize on mismatches. Smith's presence has been vital with injuries plaguing the defensive line, contributing with 2 QB hits and consistent pressure. Wide receiver Tim Patrick delivered a solid performance, hauling in 4 receptions for 55 yards. Patrick proved to be a reliable target on crucial downs and is expected to see an increased role if Khalif Raymond's injury sidelines him. If Patrick maintains his form, a contract extension could be on the horizon. David Montgomery. Before exiting with a shoulder injury, Montgomery showcased his dual-threat ability, recording 8 carries for 37 yards and a touchdown, along with 3 catches for 36 yards. His hard-nosed running style complements Gibbs' speed, making them a formidable duo. The Lions exhibited remarkable discipline, drawing only 5 penalties for 45 yards. Minor infractions, like false starts and taunting, were overshadowed by the overall clean performance. This improvement reflects the coaching staff's emphasis on reducing errors in high-stakes games. Losers from the Colts game. Kindle Vildor. Stepping in for the injured Terrion Arnold, veteran cornerback Kindle Vildor faced a tough outing, allowing multiple completions, including a 40-yard gain. Vildor's limitations as a starter were evident, though Emmanuel Mosley's return from injury could ease the secondary's burden. The Lions' defense struggled to contain Anthony Richardson early in the game, as he rushed for 61 yards on 10 carries. With mobile quarterbacks like Caleb Williams on the horizon, the Lions must tighten their approach to prevent similar lapses. Injuries cast a shadow over the victory. Khalif Raymond, Taylor Decker, and David Montgomery all suffered setbacks, while the secondary took another hit with Davis leaving the game. With a grueling schedule ahead, including a Thanksgiving showdown, depth will be tested. The Lions' front office has consistently excelled in the draft, and the 2025 NFL Draft will be pivotal in maintaining their competitive edge. Here's a look at potential targets. Round 1. 32 Edge LT Overton, Alabama. With Za'Darius Smith providing short-term solutions and Aiden Hutchinson recovering from injury, adding a high-caliber pass rusher like Overton is critical. Overton's 80.8 PFF grade and 31 pressures in 2024 demonstrate his potential as a disruptive force on the edge. Round 2, 64 Donovan Jackson, Ohio State. As Kevin Zeitler nears the end of his career, Jackson could seamlessly step into the Lions' offensive line. His consistent performance at Ohio State and versatility make him an ideal pick to bolster the trenches. Round 3, 96 Billy Bowman Jr., Oklahoma. Depth in the secondary remains a priority. Bowman's strong coverage skills, reflected in his 70.6 run defense grade, provide insurance and development opportunities for a defensive backfield already riddled with injuries. The Lions have emerged as a potential landing spot for Daniel Jones following his release from the New York Giants. With Jared Goff entrenched as the starter, Detroit lacks an experienced backup, making Jones an intriguing option. Drafted 6th overall in 2019, Jones showcased his dual-threat capabilities in 2022, amassing 3,205 passing yards, 708 rushing yards, and 22 total touchdowns. However, inconsistent play and injuries led to his release. Joining the Lions could rejuvenate his career under the tutelage of offensive coordinator Ben Johnson. Jones' mobility and experience offer a reliable contingency plan behind Goff. While Hendon Hooker showed promise in the preseason, his lack of NFL experience raises concerns in high-stakes scenarios. Moreover, the Lions could gain a compensatory draft pick if Jones performs well and departs in free agency. Signing Jones would bolster the roster without significant financial risk, as he would cost the prorated veteran minimum. His presence could provide stability during a potential playoff push and strengthen the team's depth at quarterback. The Detroit Lions are not just a team on the rise. They are building a foundation for sustained success. From standout performances against the Colts to meticulous draft planning and calculated roster moves, Detroit is poised to make waves in the NFL. Whether it's maximizing their current roster or exploring options like Daniel Jones, the Lions' front office and coaching staff are leaving no stone unturned. The Detroit Lions are making bold moves both on and off the field, from dominating games to strategic draft planning and exploring potential quarterback reinforcements. What do you think about their recent performance against the Colts? Do you agree with the choices for winners and losers? How would you approach the upcoming NFL draft if you were in charge of the Lions? And finally, does Daniel Jones seem like the right fit as a backup in Detroit, or should the Lions stick with their current quarterback options? Leave your comment here for each topic discussed. What would you do? Remember to support the channel. Leave your like and subscribe. Don't miss any update, news, or insight about the Lions. Always stay ahead. See you soon.